Yeah, Joe, we'll start off with you.
David, side played really well for an hour then, and obviously come away with difficult results at the end. I just wonder what your thoughts are on it.
I thought we'd done a good job for best part of an hour. The first goal was disappointing, but it was the second goal more disappointing because it never gave us a chance to sort of keep ourselves in the game at that point. Made it really difficult to get back in it. But we've done a lot of good things, made some good opportunities, and no, there's no disappointment for me regarding the players. The result's disappointing, but I think coming to Man City's never an easy place to get a result.
Yeah, what do you put down those goals to? Is it just a little bit of switching off, do you think, or?
I think there's a transitional phase on from a sort of dropping from an attacking position into a defensive set-up. I have to say, I think it's Foden who makes a pass through and sends O'Reilly away, but the pass between Jacob Ryan and Elliot, they were just at the time sort of getting the position set, and they get caught. I think the ball beats Jake's foot by a yard, and I have to say though, it was a brilliant ball by O'Reilly. Stood it up for Haaland. Centre halves worked really hard to get back into position, but Haaland puts the brakes on, and Michael keeps going a little bit, and he sort of half pulls it back with a dink ball. So I've got to say, I think it was a really good goal by Manchester City. I think that we could have maybe done better, but I thought it was nearly textbook goal for them.
And the results obviously frustrating, but Ilman and Ty again showed just the quality he has. He was a real menace today, wasn't he?
Well, Illy was the best player on the pitch in the first half. Might have got taken over by Foden as the game went on, but I think that Illy was the one who really made a big difference for us. But we had two great chances as well, and the second one, which the second one with Beto doesn't score it, I think's onside. I've had a chance to look again. I think if it was a VAR decision, it would be incredibly close to being a goal. So I don't know how many chances you get when you come to Man City, but certainly the level of team which we are at the moment means that we don't get bundles of them. So we have to sort of take those opportunities.
Richard?
David, it looked like you had a few words with Haaland after the final whistle. Just wondering what you said to him.
Wish he was somewhere else. Yeah. Let's be fair. Most managers will be thinking the same, don't they? You know, I thought in the main we'd done a really good job on him. But then you say, how can you say that? And he's just got himself 2 goals. From his point of view, I thought the second one was a bit scruffy. Goes through Tarky's legs to get through, when we hadn't really given him too many opportunities. But then later in the game, I have to say I gave great credit for the goalkeeper for the way he defended Haaland 1v1, and the boys get back, because you know we'd opened up then trying to find a way of getting a goal, and Man City had a couple of chances. But goal difference doesn't matter at the moment, but it might matter later in the season, so I'm pleased we didn't concede a third.
Yeah. David, when you're coming here and you're playing Haaland on this sort of run, do you do anything? I mean, obviously you know who you're playing and you know the way City play, but do you do anything special in terms of approaching the game? Because you did a great job for 60 minutes, or certainly first half, he barely had a kick, did he?
Yeah, but that's the problem. What do you do then? If he does nothing for 60 minutes, what are you going to do? You're going to talk about the 2 or 3 minutes and keep it going. But I think his ability to score, he's got something which others haven't. I have to say though, the Man City team played well, and they create the opportunities for him. As I said, a pass and a lovely stood up ball gives him a chance to score with his head. So, you know, you have to praise his teammates for the opportunities they make for him. But he certainly looks, going through 1v1, nearly unstoppable. And unfortunately, they got through a couple of times right at the end. But thankfully, Jordan done a good job of it.
Paddy?
Hi David, I think you were the last Everton manager to win here in 2010. So how do Everton, given the disparity in resources between City and Everton over the years, how do Everton close the gap and start coming here and getting better results?
Yeah, well, I think that's a huge question where you could take forever to answer. Look, if you look at where Everton were this time last year, you know, the difference in where we are now, I want us to be competitive against the best teams. We've tried to be competitive against Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal when we play them, and I hope we can between now and the end of the season. But we won't win all the games. But we'll be making sure that we come here. And I actually thought that today we were competitive for long parts. Maybe we weren't we didn't make enough chances, but we couldn't get enough possession because they're so good. But we did. We made make 2 or 3, and sometimes when you come here, I've seen other teams come here and have less of the ball and less chances than we do and go away with a result. So I'm pleased with how we're performing. I'm pleased with how we're picked up compared to where we were this time last year and what we're doing. We've had a really good away record in the main since we've come in. And I came here today thinking I might have a wee sneakier chance of getting a result today. And for 60 odd minutes we weren't that far away.
All done? Yep, thanks folks.
Cheers. See you later. How you doing? Good. Doing the golf?